like with the ancient pyramids, one look at the Hoover Dam and you stand in awe in the shadow of its sheer magnitude.
We're on the roof of the power plant looking up the dam. We have a 500-foot lake on the other side. That's called pressure, obviously. I think it's 45,000 pounds per square foot.
Pete Mays knows the dam inside and out, so it's only fitting that this retired dam employee now gives tours of the concrete wonder. Today, he takes us to places no tourist has seen since that tragic day of 9/11.
It's poured in blocks, 5 foot tall. They were from 25 feet square up to 60 feet square, all interlocked. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
The concrete blocks for the dam were poured one by one, row by row. Remember, each of those blocks was only 5 feet high. So that dispels the popular myth about workers falling to their deaths into concrete.
You're now on the Arizona wing of the power plant, where we have 9 generators. Out of those 9, 8 of them are running. That makes a lot of noise. Each generator is 7 stories tall. You only look at the top 30 feet of the generator right here.
The generators inside the dam mean power for the southwestern region. And you might be surprised at which state gets the most.
We actually distribute 56% to Southern California, 25% Southern Nevada, 19% to Arizona. That's set by law, federal law.
The building of the dam was a marvel of its own, with men taking on the task of taming the Colorado River. It had to be diverted around the dam site through 4 50-foot diameter tunnels, 2 on each side of the river, drilled through canyon walls. There are tunnels everywhere.
They put over 2 miles of tunnels inside the dam for maintenance, inspection, and air ventilation. And in those tunnels, they've also put in gauges, like 930 gauges in the concrete to measure temperature, stress, and strain.
If you notice, the wall of the dam is arched, not straight across.
The arch puts all the pressure in the canyon walls. The keyway makes each block interlock and takes all the pressure. Again, the more pressure put on it, the stronger it becomes.
Back inside, there are mazes and mazes of long hallways.
This is the old tour route when they used to bring them in the old way. They knew before they built the dam they were going to walk people through the dam, so this is the Nevada side, and you go to the Arizona side out.
The dam's construction was not just about cement and power. There is surprisingly lots of art within the structure.
They just didn't want some concrete and a bunch of machinery. They wanted, and this is unusual for the government, to put in Art Deco. So they decided they were going to walk people through it in the first place. They knew that where they were building it. So they decided to put in what they call terrazzo flooring. They put in 120,000 square feet, charged them $60,000. Today it costs you about $8 million. That's just not a coating, that's 3.5 inches of marble.
Norwegian-born Oscar J.W. Hansen created the winged figures of the Republic statue that stands guard on each side of the flag along the street at the top of the dam. Hansen gave them angel wings to represent America's construction skills, daring, and readiness to defend its institutions.
Hoover Dam became, even during construction days, a great source of pride among the workers. They early on realized that what they were building was something far more important than just another construction project, which many of them had been on before. I think it also has come to symbolize a period and an attitude and a mindset that we don't have anymore. People look at that dam and say, how could anybody ever build something like that? But I've interviewed workers over the years, and they looked at it and said, we're going to build this.
Despite what the workers were going through with the Depression and the incredible feat they were about to undertake, it was never about if the project was going to get done. It was always about when.